Knitting is made up of 3 steps: casting on, knitting, and casting off. You cast on to put how many stitches you need on the needles. You knit for as long as you or the pattern needs. You finish off the row of stitches so things don't unravel. Start with a slip knot. Pull on the long end, your working end, of your yarn to pull the loop snug around the needles. Cross the needles with the left hand needle in front and the right hand needle in back. The short cut end of your yarn lays loose and you grab the working yarn with your right hand. Wrap that working yarn around the needle at the back from the right to the left with the yarn behind and bring it toward you between the needles and continue to the right. The back needle is moved down, pushed or pulled, whichever is easier, and the loop of working yarn is pulled through. While gripping the right needle in your right hand, pull it to the right to make the loop larger. Use the left needle and insert it into the new loop by going under the first strand and into the loop. Pull the working yarn to snug the new stitch. Repeat. As many stitches as your pattern calls for, that's how many you'll cast on. You may find wrapping the working yarn around one of your fingers helps keep your stitches uniform. If your needle comes out and you want to add more stitches, put your needle through the front of the stitch from the left to the right. Casting on is done, it's time to knit. Because this tutorial shows the knitted cast on, we have already done the cast on row and the first row of knitting, so we'll move on to the purl. Our next row is taking place on the back of the work, and that means we'll be doing the purl stitch. The right needle is inserted into the first loop on the left needle, and stitches are worked by bringing the yarn through a loop on the left, and the new loop moves to the right needle. While learning, you will find it easier to keep the yarn wrapped around one of your lower fingers, maybe your pinky, and have the working yarn over your index finger. When you pull the working yarn through a loop on the left-hand needle, the new loop moves to the right-hand needle, and what was the loop on the left becomes the stitch on the right below. That was the end of your first purl row. Look at the stitches you did as a purl, and on the back side of the purl, the stitch is a knit. The purl makes a bump. Let's do a row of the knit stitch. The knit stitch looks like a V. The back side has the purl bumps, and the front side has the V-shaped knits. Turn the work, and with the work on the needle in your left hand, get your working yarn around your fingers of your left hand and ready the empty needle in your right hand to get ready to purl. It's time to knit again. The V shape is easier to see now with more rows done. After years of practice, I no longer wrap the yarn around my pinky, but keep the yarn between my ring finger and pinky and over my index finger. Let's do the bind off. A knitted bind off, which leaves a lovely edge. Knit 2 stitches, then use the left needle to bring the stitch 1 over stitch 2. Knit 1, you again have 2 stitches on the right needle. Use the left needle to move stitch 1 over stitch 2. I use my hands and most of my fingers to help manipulate stitches. Use your hands with the yarn and the needles to get your stitches made. Practice, 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 and practice some more.